Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Action.
Who's got it better than us?
Into the end zone, Charger fans are witnesses to history!
Kia ora, Bolt fam, it's the Director. Chargers fans, we got ourselves a division matchup today. The Bolts taking on the Raiders in a supercharged Chargers era uniform vibe. Oh my goodness. If you guys have not been, I'm hoping that they continue this on for years and years. If you guys have not been to a Superchargers game, it is something. It is awesome. It is a throwback vibe. I obviously was at the Vikings game, and that was a very exciting experience for me. So if you guys are wondering which games to go attend next season, definitely look for these. I know that the Houston game is going to be featuring this look as well. So if you guys are looking for another opportunity, I think that's going to be the last one of the season. It is awesome as the Chargers are going to kick this thing off to the Raiders to start this game off, and the Raiders will get a decent return. And you guys will have to excuse me as we get the correct score out on here for a second. Here we go. We have a new monitor set up. There we go. Chargers. We have a new monitor set up. So the score bug is going to need a little bit of fixing as time goes on. There we go. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that line for today, but we'll fix it before next game for sure. First carry for Ashton Jeanty. He's going to break a tackle, pick up about 5. And that's going to be what you see a lot of today. The Raiders wanting to run the football against a Chargers defense that has had a little bit of struggles in that area this season. One of my sneaky X Factor players of the day, as listed in my preview videos, was Teair Tart for that exact reason. Can the Chargers slow them down enough to get Geno Smith to pass the football? Because when that happens, good things happen for the Chargers defense. As here's Geno Smith's first attempt, and it's going to be batted down by Tuli Tuipulotu. What did I just finish saying, man? What did I just finish saying? Get Geno Smith to pass the football, and you got a good opportunity to make a play on defense. Richie Lloyd, with the 29 months earlier, said the Superchargers uniform should be a permanent. Yes, love them powder blues, but there's something about them Supercharger navy blue uniforms. Bolt up, baby. I'm hoping that these are the new permanent alternates. You know what I mean? We've been kind of searching around for a while what the permanent alternate should be. We had the royal blues for a while. We had the other, alternate navies. These should be the ones that we keep. Here's 3rd and 5. Geno Smith trying to find some time. He's going to go down. It's Khalil Mack and company. And there may have been a fumble on that play. The Chargers are pointing like they've got it. They are going to say it's 4th down, but that's still going to be a sack for the Chargers defense. Let's go. 52s and company in the chat, baby. We got Brotato Chip with the 36 months. What's going on, dude? Some bolt ups in the chat there. We got Burrell Bikes with the $2 holla. Let's all pray to the football gods for blessings. We need it this week. It's a big game. Lots on the line. Sneakily one of the bigger games of the season for the Chargers, as the Raiders are going to punt this thing away. Beautiful field for the Bolts, man. And the Chargers touched it. The ball is loose. Don't know who has it. Looks like the Raiders might have it. Chargers are saying we have it. It could have avoided disaster there. Yes, the Chargers do come up with it. Holy cow, dude. What a freaking break. My heart stopped. I was getting ready to throw stuff. But man, dude, Messi returned. The ball took a very unfortunate bounce backwards right into the face mask of a Chargers defender that looked to be backing away. I'm going to say this. The Chargers player was doing the right thing by stopping his momentum and trying to back away as to not touch the football. But a very unfortunate bounce, right when the ball hits the tip of the nose of the ball hits the turf and it bounces straight backwards the other way. Very unpredictable. Luckily, the Chargers avoid disaster and are able to get it back in the end. 1st and 10 Chargers. Kamani Vidal's going to get the first handoff here, and it's going to be about a 3 or 4 yard gain for the Chargers. Green Ranger Batman with a $2 holla. Let's go Superchargers. Get that Super Bowl. I think we're due. Drew Jamros with the 49 months. Bolt Up Director at 7-4. I think we can win our 3 division games left and sweep to get 10 wins in a playoff spot. What are your predictions? Yeah, I went through and I put my final predictions of the second half of the season, and I do have the Chargers at 10-7, which I think is definitely good enough to get into the postseason. Justin Herbert has a little bit of time. He's going to take off and picks up about 3 on the ground. Turbo Herbo wanting to crack at it. It'll be 3rd and short coming up for the Chargers. Scoreboard down, not working. I wonder why. It's going to take some finessing. We may be going without it today. Yeah, we may turn it off for today as I didn't have a lot of time to figure it out, but we'll sort it out soon. Chargers over the middle. Hit Keenan Allen. What a catch by Keenan. Tight coverage. There's going to be a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is, but Keenan, what a grab. Holding on the defense, which is obviously going to be declined. What a move by Keenan, dude. Very impressive. Vidal's going to take the next carry for about 1.5 yards. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, we'll sort that out a different day. 2nd and 7. I guess no Hampton. No, Hampton listed out a few days ago. Trust me, I was very heartbroken over it. But he may be back next week. I was just hoping to see him in the Navies, dude. That would feed families. Here comes the flag. Chargers were trying to set up a screen to Trey Harris on 2nd and 7. Neutral zone infraction. Give me a second here, guys. I'm making sure that by the next stream, because again, I got a new monitor for the first time. I don't know why it took me so long, but for the first time, I got one of those really wide monitors to help me edit. I wish I had done this a lot sooner. It is fantastic, but I have to resize a bunch of stuff. Kamani Vidal next carry on 2nd and 2 is going to pick up the first down. Chargers now in Raiders territory, in and around the 44-yard line and moving. Very nice for the Chargers. Their offense looking good to start things off. Run game looking better than expected. Raiders sneakily have a very good run defense. So to see them moving the football is very nice. Justin Herbert. Another handoff. This time it's Patterson's going to pick up a nice 5 or 6 yards on that carry. Like, again, just as I was saying, the Chargers are looking pretty good when it comes to the run game, despite, again, a very good opponent in terms of run defense. I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed so far. It's 2nd and 4. Maybe during the commercial break, I'll try and get the scoreboard or the score bug up for you guys. How's that sound? Patterson's going to take another carry. It's going to be a pickup of about 2 or 3. It'll be 3rd and short coming up here in just a moment. Kamani Vidal, the carry on 3rd and 1, picks up the first down. And the Chargers, where are we now? Close to the 35-yard line. Now in field goal range, are hoping to score their first touchdown of the day. Patterson, quick feet. Yeah, he's also got a weird, nice physicality to his game, which has been looking pretty good. 1st and 10. Of course, the camera closing in on Mad Max, hoping to slow him down today a little bit. Jamari Sawyer be one to watch on the line. Here's Kamani Vidal getting the reception, and Kamani Vidal breaking the first tackle, picks up the first down. Chargers. Nice angry run there by Kamani Vidal, baby. 30's in the chat. Vidal having a pretty solid start to this one, dude. Let's go. Yeah, that was mean. That was one of them angry runs that you see on broadcasts. Oh, man. We're a wreck today. Kamani Vidal next carry. He's getting a lot of work to start this quarter. I think we break out the Navy hat today. I think this is the right occasion, guys like this. I picked this up at the team store. I think when I went to the Bears game with my wife at SoFi. Yeah. Navy cap for the Navy matchup. Let's go. 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert, empty backfield, tries to hit the corner, and he's got Quentin Johnston, who picks up about 3.5. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up. Don't tell Roman we're in field goal range. Well, now officially in the red zone. It's a 3rd and 5. And the Chargers, who would love to start off with a touchdown, are in good position if they can convert on this one. 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Tight formation. Keenan Allen motioning to the slot. In the opposite side, it's Rondé Gadsden lined up inside. Herbert throws over the middle, finds his target. It's Keenan Allen. And if you guys like to watch my other programs here on YouTube, shorts and long form videos, Keenan Allen was one of my featured players of the game that we were going to need to see have some targets today. And so far, 2 third downs. Let's hit the button, director. Keenan Allen converts, and we've got ourselves a 1st and 10. Not quite a 1st and goal by about half a yard. It's a 1st and 10 at the 10.5-yard line. Justin Herbert on the play action, steps up, has some time. Justin Herbert avoiding pressure, is eventually going to get taken down, but a very important notice on that snap and on that play was the protection. Jamari Sawyer held up on the left side, and that is something that the Chargers needed to see some positive reinforcement on. Herbert tried to make something happen, did not work, 2nd down, but again, hard to not notice the protection seeing a little bit of improvement. Sacked by Chin. Okay, I do have some underdogs. Unfortunately, I do have Max Crosby with a sack. Justin Herbert looking. Has to fire over the middle. Finds his guy. It's Quentin Johnston who breaks the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston! Let's go! And the Bolts will take the early lead. What a nasty catch over the middle by Quentin Johnston, who got sandwiched between two defenders, stayed on his feet, and skippity-doo-dah'd into the end zone anyway. Touchdown Bolts, ones and Qs and QJs in the chat. Please and thank you, Bolt fam. Wow. Let's go. What a play by Quentin Johnston. Abso-freaking-lutely fantastic. Wow. Touchdown Bolts. QJ looking like V-Jacks in these sick Navy jerseys. Man, dude, it's so nice. It is so nice. All right, I think until... Oh, I see why I didn't do that. Okay, I got to find a way to turn off the video ads on ESPN. Okay, what was I going to say? I said, until then, let's copy this and at least get you guys the score out here. That sound fair? We got some stuff to figure out when it comes to the score bug. New monitors. Which, again, I'm so disappointed that I did not do this earlier. Why don't we just put this right here for... There we go. Okay, we'll roll with that for now, huh? Drives me crazy. I am a man of presentation. We'll get that sorted before the next game. Director, how was your Thanksgiving? Eddie, thank you so much for asking. It was fantastic. Had the family over. We hosted this year. New digs. Wife did a fantastic job getting the house ready. In terms of decoration, the vibe couldn't be stronger. Food was fantastic. Good company. It was awesome, man. I hope everybody out there had a fantastic Thanksgiving themselves. Hopefully, collectively, we didn't gain too much weight. But that just means you had a good time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thanksgiving weekend coming to a close. As November comes to a close, man. Dude, 25 went by so freaking quick. The return by the Raiders will be stopped inside the 30, where the Chargers defense will roll out and try and hope to find another big play versus Geno Smith. So Justin Herbert ran into the Chargers locker room. So we'll keep an eye on that. Justin Herbert looked fine running into the locker room. Looks like they're going to take a look at his hand. And it looks like his left hand. It looked like his left hand. They're going to look at. Here's Geno Smith. He's going to hit Brock Bowers. Big yardage by Bowers. on his first reception of the game. Danger close. I'm actually kind of hoping that's the case right now. "16-yard catch and run for Brock Bowers to start this thing off. 1st and 10 Raiders. Now at the 45-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ashton Jeanty, who gets absolutely bottled up in the middle of that line. It was Bud Dupree lined up inside, able to grab Ashton Jeanty and take him down early. It's 2nd and 9. Let's get Geno throwing that football, please. Let's try throwing that football. What's going on, Hugo? If the Bolts win, will director do a cartwheel? You guys don't want to see the damage and loss of life in that attempt. Have any of you guys met me in person? In the chat? Because if you have met me in person, a cartwheel, even in a decently sized room, is probably a risk. Look like you're feeling much better, Mr. Director. Yes, I am. Thank you, guys. I am definitely feeling a lot better since our last live stream. The bye week helped. I think even myself, the bye week was necessary to get us back on our feet. Do a flip. Feels like forever since we had a game. Bye week was too long. Yes, it was. Ashton Jeanty gets another carry, and he gets walloped by Teair Tart. Yes! That is one of my guys for this game. That is one of my guys for this game. 3rd and 9 coming up. If you can slow down Ashton Jeanty and force Geno Smith to throw the football, you are in a good way. Do a barrel roll. Man. You guys hit my nostalgia button. Play clock at 1. Geno Smith. And they're going to get a timeout in. I was like, it's done. Las Vegas gets the timeout. Here we go. Oh. Third and 9. And the Bolt fam showed up for this one, man. It is loud at SoFi. Geno Smith immediately taken down by Derwin James. Oh! Some nastiness by Derwin. 3s in the chat, dudes. That was disgusting. Oh, my goodness. Derwin lining up at that X position, that edge, that extra edge off the slot, absolutely buried Geno Smith, who, mind you guys, does anybody know in the chat how many times Geno Smith got sacked last week versus the Browns? Who has that information? If it's any indicator of what today could look like. Geno Smith, yes, Danny fan, last week got sacked 10 times by the Browns. Myles Garrett was walking him around the corner, dude. It was absolutely filthy. Absolutely filthy. Now the Chargers have themselves an opportunity to give him the same treatment. Man, that's disgusting, dude. That has to be insane. Thinking how, like, 10 sacks last week, absurd. Myles Garrett will break the sack record. He probably will. What is the sack record? Because we're week 13 right now, right? So after this, we're still going to have another month of football. That's a very fair assessment to make. 22 or 23? He's going to do it, dude. He may have a lot of room to spare, too. Like, that is absurd. Anybody check the game footage? What happened to his hand? So far, no answers. We're about to see the Chargers offense take the field. We're at commercial break right now, so hopefully, there's no issues with getting him back out there. We saw a little bit of Trey Lance last game. Hopefully we don't have to see any of him this week. 22.5 is the number I'm seeing a lot in here. NFL sack record. Not all time. Here it is. Single season. Official record. Michael Strahan, 2001, and TJ Watt, 2021, with 22.5 sacks tied. There is an unofficial mark of Al Bubba Baker, reportedly recording 23 sacks in 1978, but sacks weren't kept as an official stat until 82. That total isn't recognized in the official record books. So 22.5 sacks is what Myles Garrett is trying to beat. So Justin Herbert's not back out of the locker room yet. Trey Lance comes out at quarterback. Justin Herbert, if you guys missed it, went into the locker room to get his hand looked at, his left hand, as the Chargers are going to run to start this drive off inside the 10, and it's going to pick up nothing. Okay, they're about to show a replay here in a second, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on the left hand, see if we can see what happened. So Jeremy Chin, his helmet kind of hit like the outside of Justin Herbert's hand while he was trying to scramble. It's very unclear what happened. So Trey Lance hits Trey Harris for like a 9-yard gain. It's 3rd and 1. So far, Trey Lance holding down the fort okay for Justin Herbert. But that is something we have to keep a very close eye on. It looked like his left hand. Trey Lance, fortunately, is a very good backup to keep things running smooth while Justin Herbert is away. It's 3rd and 1. Lance just dropped the football, but there may have been some movement beforehand. And they whistled it dead. There was a false start. The whistle blew the play dead, so all the drama afterwards, no pile peel off. It'll be 3rd and medium. It was Trey Pipkins called for the false start. And it looks like the Chargers were trying to run a quarterback. Oh, no, never mind. It was just a straight-up bad snap. Bradley Bozeman to Trey Lance. And it's a 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert still in the locker room as we're looking at a 3rd and 6 for the Chargers offense. It's going to be a draw. It's Kamani Vidal who has a little bit of space. Can Vidal get there? Yes, he can. Kamani Vidal, nice strong run. First down, Chargers. Wow, we needed that. Kamani Vidal having a fantastic week, or I should say a fantastic start to the week, and that gets us to the end of the first quarter. Very, very important to remember that the Chargers now have time to sort out the Justin Herbert thing. Who knows what's going to happen? We don't know what the situation is right now. Justin Herbert's still in the locker room, but Trey Lance bought us at least enough time to get to the change of quarters, which is going to give him at least a few minutes to sort out what's going on with Justin Herbert's hand. Herbert left hand reportedly. If you guys are wondering exactly what happened, Justin Herbert would scramble to his left trying to gain yards on the ground. He got tackled by Jerry McChin, the Raiders safety, who tackled him. His helmet, hard to explain. The helmet made contact with Justin Herbert on his chest, right? And that's where Justin Herbert's left hand happened to be. And it looked like everything was fine, just from my perspective. It looked like, a standard thing. Maybe his hand got caught in there. Ow. But not a big deal. But obviously something happened. He ran into the locker room. So we may be looking at maybe a fractured finger, maybe a dislocation, which usually that's something you can handle on the sidelines. It's something they had to go into the locker room for. They may even be taking an x-ray to see if his hand is okay. But the fact of the matter is, it's his left hand. Justin Herbert is somebody said in the chat, a freaking Terminator, a T-800. So the likeliness of him coming back from that, I've seen him come back from way worse. So that's all I'm going to say. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. And it's his non-throwing hand. Yep. Dave Simmons of the $2. Can we just bench Bradley Bozeman? I know, dude. It is what it is. Fortunately, there's a solid class of centers coming in this upcoming draft. There are a couple of centers with question marks in the air in the free agency, and that kind of feels like the angle that we would take. If we have a whole lot of money, which we do, over $100 million, I think we're the second or third team in terms of most cap in the league. You're going to see the Chargers spend up on O-line. I can almost guarantee it. I don't know what the deal is for Joe Ortiz in drafting offensive linemen. He only really likes to go after mid to late round guys, and it's something I've noticed in his time in Baltimore as well. It's not like they never did it, but it wasn't as common as other positions. But they're not afraid of spending up. As we're taking a look, so Kamani Vidal just took a carry here. I did not quite see if Justin Herbert was back in. It's Trey Lance still in at quarterback. Dom with the 13 months. I don't know why we got James if we don't use him. Oh, you're talking about Andre James? Yeah, I mean, we saw him for a little bit. Justin Herbert is on the sideline, by the way, walking around. This is a very confusing development, man. Trey Lance is going to fake like he's running and then slides, picking up about 4 yards. Max Crosby took kind of a hit to the face, too, as Justin Herbert kind of warming up on the sideline. He's got a big old thick glove on his left hand. Wow. Justin Herbert's wearing one of those really thick, really big gloves on his left hand, and he's practicing taking the snap from Andre James on the sideline right now to make sure everything runs smooth. 3rd and 1. It's Kamani Vidal, who avoids like 4 or 5 defenders, picks up the first down, Chargers. But we got ourselves a flag on the field. Hang on. Toxic with the 2 says Herbert has to poop. Hopefully that was the case, but it looks like he's got a pretty big glove on that left hand right now. Despite what happens here, Kamani Vidal has looked absolutely stellar in the first half of this game. Personal foul, face mask, Raiders. So no matter what, you got yourself a first down, Chargers. Devin White will be called for the face mask. Here's Patterson with the next carry. He'll pick up about 4. And I wanted to show you guys while we're waiting for the next snap here, what we're looking at in terms of Chargers plays. Let's see, we got Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert. Those are looking good so far. Hopefully if Herbert comes back out, we can hit that one. We already got the Khalil Mack sack. Could be some interesting ones here. Trey Lance is going to keep this one. He's going to run to the outside, picks up about 2. And it's going to be 3rd and medium coming up. And Herbert's coming back out, dude. Herbert coming back out. Hey, you know what? Great effort by Trey Lance to hold down the fort. And here comes Justin Herbert back out on the field with that big old glove on the left hand. FSM Face with the $20 holla. Hey, director, it's Face. Dallas fans are bolted up. We are Superchargers today. Did I hear correctly? The Raiders fired their OC last week. Chip Kelly out. And a $20 holla in. Justin Herbert, the snap is whistled dead. There is a flag. And it's a false start. Chargers moving back. Face in the Dallas club. Back at it again, man. Thank you guys so much. $20 holla. We are all supercharged today. It is an absolutely awesome vibe in SoFi with the Navies. Okay, so they finally got a close-up on what they think may be a broken ring finger on Justin Herbert and his non-throwing hand, by the way. Justin Herbert, first snap from the gun. It is a beautiful strike to Keenan Allen. Sideline grab, first down, Chargers. And it's a 3rd and Keenan yet again, man. Every single one of Keenan's 3 receptions have gone for a first down. $20 holla by Face again, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Steve Simmons back with the 5. I say draft and sign a free agent center. I don't mind that one bit. Find a mid-round guy you like and go pay up for a big name as well, dude. There's some ones with a lot of question marks this year, too. Kamani Vidal takes the carry, gets back to the line. It'll be 2nd and long. Bro Bites with a $2 holla. I bet beer would block for Herbert better. You're not wrong. And Hugo liking what he's seeing from Jamari Sawyer. Oh, wait, he said Slayer. I like that, too, Slayer. But you know what? We got to say this, too. Sawyer, I saw at least in the couple of plays that I was paying attention to earlier, he's looking pretty good, too. Whoa, unsportsmanlike conduct on Devin White, who's going to give the Chargers a first down. And Pete Carroll's running to address that situation. Yeah, what happened here? Yeah, so Devin White, after the tackle, gave the little extra gravy of slamming his body all over Kamani before getting up. We can't do that. Raiders continuing to shoot themselves in the foot. Yeah, stomping all over Vidal. Can't do that. 1st and 10. Chargers now have the football inside the 30-yard line. It's going to be play action. Justin Herbert looking, fires, dart over the middle. Wide open is his man, Oronde Gadsden, who's down inside the 5. Ho-ho-ho-ho! H-bomb, baby! Let's go, OG. Let's go. 86 is in the chat. What a freaking play by Justin Herbert and Oronde Gadsden. And Gadsden very close to getting that touchdown, maybe a yard away. It's 1st and goal. Let's hand this thing off to Kamani. It's Kamani up the middle, fighting, picks up about a yard. It's still short of the first down. They said it was 2nd and goal from the 2. Now it's looking like 2nd and goal from the 1. 1 yard to go. Do the Chargers even attempt the tush push with Justin Herbert? I say bring out Trey Lance and try the tush push from here. 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert. One yard to score. It's Kamani Vidal who cuts outside, trying to find space, and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and goal.
Bolt up. 86.
What's up, Kevin? Yes, sir. 86 is in the chat. A lot of people excited about this Oronde Gadsden, who has lined us up right inside the 5 now. $10 holla from Kevin, too, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here. I think Jim Harbaugh wants another look at things. Second timeout for Jim Harbaugh in the first half. Main event, Alonzo with the $5 holla. Been on the grind all football season. Appreciate your live streams, Bolt Up, baby. Hey, thank you so much, Main Event. I appreciate that. It's one of those weird things that I still wake up and can't believe that when I go live talking Chargers football, that anybody shows up. And it's been 5 years, man. How many people we got in here right now? $1,300 people in the chat, dude. That's crazy. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much, dude. It has been a good time out here. Justin Herbert, 3rd and goal. Here we go. Can the Chargers score inside the 5? Watch out for Oronde Gadsden at the top of the screen. Kamani Vidal shifting to the side. Now the Chargers are late audible. Can they get set? Oh, they get the snap off. Herbert, he's going to go to the outside, intercepted. Oh, no. The late audible throwing everything off. Fortunately, the Raiders not able to house it. It's going to be inside the 5, but that is a terrible throw and interception. Oh, my goodness. The whole timing of that play thrown off with the late audible. They had about 3 seconds to get shifted and get set. Herbert was trying to hit Ladd McConkey on the outside, and it gets picked off. Fortunately, the momentum carried the defender out of bounds after picking up maybe 3 yards on the return. So the Raiders will start all the way back at their own 3-yard line. But, man, that is tough. That is tough. That blows! Now that I can breathe, I can properly tell you guys That blows! Bad play calling by Roman. I mean, it looked like an audible. It looked like an audible. It looked like an audible that was called too late. I don't know. It just didn't look good to me. That one, unfortunately, I probably got to put on Justin Herbert. Probably got to put that one on Justin Herbert. Yeah, that one, it was a little disorganized. Not to say Roman is completely free of mistakes. That's obviously not the case, but that was an audible. Well, they're going to label it a 1-yard return, so at least the Chargers have pretty good opportunity in here and making a play on the Raiders defensively. First and 10 from the inside their own 2-yard line. It's a handoff. It's Jeanty inside, picks up nothing. Khalil Mack picks up the stop there. It'll be second down. What happened to Herbert's hand? It got hit by a helmet. He's got a big old thick glove on, but he's still out there. Second and 9. It's Geno throwing from his own end zone, going to the sideline. Almost intercepted. Is it intercepted? It might have been intercepted. Yes, it's intercepted. Let's go. Justin Jefferson. Oh my good. Sorry, Tony Jefferson. Tony Jefferson was able to pick it off on the tip. What an effort by the secondary, dude. It was Dante Jackson who was able to keep the ball in bounds and alive for Tony Jefferson to intercept off the rebound. Let's go. Unc does it again, dude. This one I said I needed a pick. Dude, they're going to take another look at it. There was a lot going on that play. But from what I was looking at, man, it looks like Tony Jefferson may have been in bounds for the incredible interception by the Chargers. Let's go. Nightwave with the 56 months. You know, like, don't worry, Herb, I got you. Oh, I love that. Deadpool, what's up, dude? $5 holla. Why don't they RPO with Lance? Other teams do it with 2 quarterback packages. If Herbert can't be 100%, let Lance step in. Yeah, I don't dislike that idea at all. Get Lance in for those RPOs, those QB options, right? And especially on those tush pushes. I was thinking that was going to be the whole plan from the get-go. On those tough plays for the quarterback, you know, in terms of taking some punishment, get Trey Lance in there. Jackson's been so good. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, he was one of my dudes at the top of the season where I was like, hey man, you're talking about underrated signings. It was him and I had Conklin up there too. I'm not gonna lie, that one definitely did not pan out. Pierre Tart, I was super high on. I'm very glad that we signed him long term. There's one that I'm absolutely forgetting in terms of the free agents that I was excited about. We'll see. Mostly the rookies this year, man. The Chargers, this has been a weird era for me where a lot of the guys that I'm looking up, right, because I get started on draft season outside of just, you know, kind of seeing guys while watching college ball. I mainly only watch the Cougs and then just kind of roam around if I'm bored on Saturdays. Maybe I'll watch one big game. But I do a lot of my my research starting in and around January, like late January. And it's been weird seeing a lot of the guys I get hyped about. Like, I get my hopes up for some dudes, and like quite literally the last 2 years, the Chargers are picking these guys, and it's working out, which is insane. Wow, dude. Dante Jackson, what an effort to stay in bounds. Oh, 26 is in the chat too, dude. 26 is in the chat too. That was very impressive. I mean, big play by Tony Jefferson, obviously, but man, what an effort by Dante Jackson to keep himself in bounds and keep that ball alive for Tony Jefferson to pick up. Absolutely fantastic. What a play. Kamani Vidal picked up a few yards in a run there. It's second down. Chargers obviously already in field goal range via the interception. Justin Herbert, he's looking, fires deep. It's a deep ball. And it's incomplete, looking for Keenan Allen on the sideline. Keenan wants a little bit of help here. He wants the flag saying, hey, I got pushed. And that would indicate, yeah, that's what he was going for. He wanted a streak down the sideline. He got interfered with and wasn't able to complete it. Yeah, I don't know where the flag, why is there no flag there? That is quite obviously interference. Chargers don't get it. It's 3rd and 6. Wow. Finesse World with the 2. Did you see Michigan, OSU? That rivalry is crazy. Absolutely insane, dude. Justin Herbert looking, fires over the middle. It's Keenan again, and very close to the first down. He's going to be short about an inch. It'll be 4th and very short. Let's do it, dude. Let's do the tush push with Trey Lance. I saw a clip of the OSU mascot riding in the snow and messing with Michigan's logo in their end zone, which was pretty funny. It's 4th and inches. Do we take the points or we try and draw him off sides? I'm a little nervous about this one. Do we snap this football? Yes, we do. It's Vidal, and he's going to get stopped. I didn't like that play, dude. I didn't like that decision, and then I didn't like the play even more. Why not kick the field goal there? It was a free drive. Take the points, dude. I did not like that decision at all. That's on Jim. It's on Jim and Roman. I did not like the decision to go for it. I hated the play call even more. Because the Raiders were going to see that coming from a mile away. If Herbert's going to stay there in shotgun formation, right, you're going to want to throw the football given the situation with his hand. Call a throw if that's what you want to do, if you're that stuck up about it. If you're going to run the football, I would have tried the sneak, man. A lot of teams are implementing other players than just their quarterback to accomplish that. There's the Ravens, I think they've been using Mark Andrews lately, right? There's tight ends that are being implemented in there. Obviously, you got backup quarterbacks. We got a good backup quarterback that would be good at it. That's what I would do for this team. Put in Trey Lance to do the QB sneak. Halloween Ginger. I hated that. That's on Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman. Terrible decision. Worst play call. Hated that. We literally used Conklin in week 1 for that. Yeah, dude, like why not use, like if he's good for anything on the roster. Is he even active lately? I don't know. Green Ranger says, I hope we don't choke this game or this time. Yeah, me too. I don't know. Man, that one kind of ticked me off, dude. Not going to lie. And not like that one bit. That was just flat out bad. Hate when they don't just take the points. Yeah. There are situations where I'm totally fine with going for it and being aggressive, but this is one of those things where you're coming off of interception. You just threw a pick of your own. Back-to-back turnovers is absolutely going to kill your momentum. Now we got 6.5 minutes in the first half, up just one touchdown. We should be up 17-0 right now. Geno Smith with the fake pitch. Throws underneath, finds number 1. Only picks up about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be second down. That was Trey Tucker. It'll be 2nd and 8. Yeah, nice tackle by Elijah Molden. Second and 7. It's a handoff. It's Genty. Nice cut by Genty. And picks up about 4. It'll be 3rd and medium for the Raiders. I'd say about 3rd and 3. Can the Chargers defense get off the field, man? 3rd, and they're going to say 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Chargers looking to be blitzing up the middle. Are they bluffing? No, they're sending some heat. Geno is going to hit a man over the middle. Jack Bech picks up the first down. I like Jack Bech a lot coming out of TCU. Solid cut up the middle. Nice separation. I think he was that Elijah Molden? Couldn't quite tell. Either way. Raiders first down. Next play is a handoff to Genty, who just will not go down. Picked up the first down, if not very close to it. It'll be 4.5 minutes in the second quarter, with the Raiders driving now at midfield. Momentum is swinging. Second and 1. Can the Chargers defense make a play? It's a handoff up the middle. Genty picks up 4 or 5, man. Diving underneath the line. That's a big play, Raiders. Genty, next carry. It looks like he was bottled up at the line. Second effort picks up about 2.5. Second and 8. Chargers need some pressure desperately. Here comes the pass attempt. It's incomplete, but there's a flag. We may be looking at PI. They might get him for holding here. PI. Automatic first down, Raiders. And that's going to be a pretty big chunk of yards. Come on, defense. Play action, Geno. He's going over the middle. Finds Brock Bowers out of bounds inside the 5. First and goal, Raiders. First and goal. Can the Chargers defense bend but not break here? It's going to be whistled dead. That is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Back at it, keep going, Ben, don't break.
Director's biggest fan. Back at it. Keep going, bend but don't break. Hopefully the 2-minute warning gives the Chargers a second to collect themselves. And find a way to keep them out of the end zone, man. We need it. The turnovers are killing us right now, man. The Chargers, despite an incredible Tony Jefferson interception, are still only up 0-7, and the Raiders are knocking on the door. Director's biggest fan, man. Insane that username exists on the internet, dude. Thank you. $10 holla. And we are hoping for something from the defense inside the 5. Come on, man. We got some work to do this offseason, man. That's all I'm going to say. Offensive line needs a whole lot of work. In terms of coaching, Harbaugh's still my dude. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, but Roman, man. Woo! Herbert needs to be pulled. He's hurting the run. Maybe. I still think Herbert gives us the best chance, but the play calling has to be better. Play calling has to be better. And we should have taken the 3 points earlier too. I don't know why we didn't do that. Here's the pitch. It's Genty. Absolutely rocked behind the line of scrimmage. Khalil Mack and company. Elijah Molden, too, with the redeeming tackle. It'll be second and goal. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Second and goal. Come on, defense. Is this the drive they started at, like, inside their own 5? Come on, dude. Come on, second and goal. It's Geno Smith. Watch out for Brock Bowers. Play clock expires. That's going to be a delay of game unless they got a timeout in. Yeah, Pete Carroll gets a timeout in. It's going to be a minute 54 and still second and goal. Creative King, $5 holla. Statistically speaking, in the NFL, year 3+ of a rebuild is normally when you should become a contender. Bolts need to get it together for the next season. That's true. Hopefully injury is not as cruel to us next year as it was this year, because, man, that offensive line, the worst I maybe have ever seen. $5 holla from Creative King. Thank you so much, man. Second and goal. Geno back of the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. It is Brock Bowers. Got to see who they put on Brock Bowers. Because that is the one guy I knew who needed to be covered in the red zone. Brock Bowers. I don't know if it was zig post, but man, I don't understand why you leave him so open. I don't care what formation you're in. I don't care what you're calling. You got to put Derwin James on Brock Bowers and get him in man. They had him in this low, this underneath hook zone. I don't understand why you just let him. I don't know, man. We are tied up. Chargers have a 2-minute drive coming up here. Hopefully they can put the 3 points up at least that they gave up on in the last drive. Coaching is very weird this game, which is discouraging because of how bad it was last week. Last week, the coaching was pretty bad, too. Or not last week, but the last game before the bye. Yeah. That was on Derwin. Derwin was playing his assignment. Prediction 26-13. Let's see what happens, says Hugo. So we're hoping to only let up a couple of field goals, maybe a touchdown, no extra point. And the Chargers are going to need to pick it up, man. Can we put up, if we put up 14 before half, maybe, but man, we only got 2 minutes. We got a minute 50. Try and drive this thing downfield. But at the end of the day, we are tied 7-7. Chargers do get ball at half, if I do remember. And we still got a minute and 50 seconds to try and drive downfield and get a field goal or something. We just don't have any timeouts to help us out with that, so we're going to have to be efficient with how we move the football. Do we have a 2-minute drill? Hopefully. I mean, yeah, everybody does, but hopefully the Chargers can execute on it with the bum hand Justin Herbert right now. Oh my God. Darius Davis, nice return past the 30. 35-yard line is where the Chargers will start. Hey, man, that's a really good start. 12's in the chat, dude. Underrated player on this team, special teamer Darius Davis. And it's 1st and 10. Chargers need a handful of yards to get into field goal range with Cameron Dicker. Come on, baby, let's go. Justin Herbert takes the sack. It's Max Crosby. Second and 16. And a flag. Crosby's such a dick. He flies over the line on the whistle play and snags the ball from Herbert just to piss him off. See that a lot. So the Raiders called the timeout, by the way. No flag. It'll be 2nd and forever in just a minute. Like 2nd and 15. Well, I kind of knew the Crosby thing would happen. I did have an underdog entry of a sack for Crosby and a sack for Mack, and that just hit. $15 turned into $50. Yay. 2nd and 16. Herbert over the middle. And it's incomplete. Looking for Gadsden. It'll be 3rd and 16. Chargers likely just run this and get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Mack only has a half sack. I guess it counts for a half sack. Either way. Justin Herbert. They're going to let him throw it. Herbert deep downfield. It's Ladd McConkey who picks up a nice chunk of yards, but it's going to be 4th and like 3. No, they're going to say it's 4th and 1. What do the Chargers do here, man? Well, first off, you're going to let this clock run all the way down. But there's no timeout for the Chargers. So if you're going to punt it, just take the penalty and punt it. If you're going to try something... Okay, so the punt team is going out there. Okay, we're going to snap it at inside 3 seconds and punt this thing away. Here's the punt. J.K. Scott, it's up. Nice punt. Into the end zone for a touchback with 20 seconds left. Nice punt by J.K. Scott. Should have tried the hard count and just taken the delay of game. That's kind of where I was too, dude. I was like, let's try and draw him off. I don't know. At this point, just get into the locker room and figure something out. How has Sawyer looked? Honestly, I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention, but when I've looked his way, he's looked solid. We'll have to wait and see after the game what he grades out as, but, you know, I've seen worse. Geno Smith's going to take the kneel down, and here we go, going into the locker room. Chargers-Raiders tied, and the Chargers, I do believe, get the football back at half. So, something to keep an eye on, I guess. Who would I hire to replace Greg Roman? There's a couple of guys out there, I think, in terms of ex-head coaches that wouldn't be a bad option. But we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, Brian Daboll, dude. You imagine Daboll as the Chargers OC? Daboll, who I'm going to say worked with a very similar architect and quarterback in Buffalo, in Josh Allen. There was a time that everybody wanted him as the Chargers head coach, and we're calling him Brian Daboll. I'd do it, man. I'd take it in a heartbeat. All right, guys, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor, ExpressVPN. We got some stuff to talk about in the first half. Started off strong, really fizzled out in the second quarter. Chargers have been more or less a second-half team. Let's see if they can pull it together. We'll be right back here after a word from our sponsor, ExpressVPN.
Watching football is awesome, but finding where to watch the freaking game, not so awesome.
Because for whatever reason, it's ridiculously complicated. You need like 1 million subscriptions. Amazon Prime, ESPN, Peacock, Netflix, etc. That's like $100 a month, and you're only getting some of the games. And blackouts. Those suck. But there's always Sunday Ticket, right? Sure, you can get this one for $480. But once again, I hope you like blackouts. Or this one for just $378, where you get most of the games. But you also need YouTube TV, which is like another $80 a month, which adds up to a total over of like $800. Guys, come on. Football should never be this expensive or complicated. And it doesn't have to be, because I found something many years ago. Maybe one of the best kept secrets they don't want you to know about. NFL Game Pass. This will almost seem too good to be true, because NFL Game Pass is basically a self-contained streaming service of just live NFL games and content. This is the Netflix of football. Yes, live games, every single one. No blackouts, all in one place, and the best part, affordable. It's like $20 a month. So why are we not all over this? Why doesn't everybody have this in the NFL season? That's because for some reason, they only make it available to international audiences, folks across the pond. The best NFL streaming app in the world actually exists, but we're locked out. Except the thing is, I found the key, and it's so easy. And now I'm sharing it with you guys. It's a VPN. You know that thing? Shoot, give me 1 second, guys. We'll get back into that.
Watching football is awesome, but finding where to watch the freaking one. No blackouts, all in one place, and the best part, affordable. It's like $20 a month. So why are we not all over this? Why doesn't everybody have this in the NFL season? That's because for some reason, they only make it available to international audiences, folks across the pond. The best NFL streaming app in the world actually exists, but we're locked out. Except the thing is, I found the key, and it's so easy. And now I'm sharing it with you guys. It's a VPN. You know that thing that allows you to bounce your signal to like another place in the world? Yeah, that works with NFL Game Pass. Now you get access to this awesome thing, and you can enjoy football like a normal human being without having to sell a kidney. It really is so easy. Let me show you. First off, you'll need a VPN. I've tried many. ExpressVPN is the best, and they know it. And they know I know it. And they know how much I love it. So they sent me a discount to forward to you good people. Use my link in the description when signing up. It'll get that price down to as low as like $5 a month. Worth every penny. Next, you'll need to turn on the VPN, set up your location. I would highly recommend this one. Das is good. And we're ready to rock and roll. Now, Game Pass is currently hosted on DAZN.com, of which the NFL has partnered with. So you want to go there, or you can follow the link in the description that'll take you directly to the Game Pass page. And when you're there, and this is new by the way, check this out. You can actually watch the preseason for free right now. Guys, this is actually huge. I would highly recommend trying this out, at least to this point, so you can make sure everything's working properly before paying for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Because look, right now, I'm watching for free. Not a penny spent. And I'm sure if I was doing this for the first time, I'd be losing my mind. Like I'm sure you guys are gonna. Now that you tried it out, you're ready, you're satisfied with the epicness of the Game Pass app, and wishing you could go back in time so you could have been using this method for the last 5 years, you're ready to go ahead and grab whichever subscription you want for the season. Yes, this will give you access to live broadcasts from American commentators, all in English, in real time, no blackouts, to the NFL season. And again, it's on the cheap, like $20 a month. Look, it converts to like what, 22, 23 bucks? But that's it. You're done. Welcome to easy, affordable football. Now, a couple of notes before I let you excited football fans back into the world. One, when you're doing this, just make sure your VPN is on before going to DAZN.com. Otherwise, they won't let you in. Next, if you're having issues accessing the site, maybe try using Chrome and clearing your cache. Works wonders for me. Lastly, if you want to enjoy the game on your TV, it's actually super simple. You can either go the college kid HDMI cable out the laptop route, or you could find the ExpressVPN app on your phone, cast it to your TV. I know it's on Fire Stick, smart TVs, Xbox, whatever, and load up that way. Just make sure that the DAZN app is also available on that device. I think it's available on most. I personally use a Fire Stick myself, but it's made super easy. One day I hope Game Pass will be available to everyone, not just international folks, because really, this is how watching football is supposed to be. No jumping between apps, no expensive bundles, just one app, one place, easy, affordable football. So with that, I release you. Good luck on your football watching journeys this year. I hope this video makes the best sport in the world easier to enjoy and access for everyone. Be sure to use my link in the description for the best deal on ExpressVPN and watch football the way it's supposed to be. It's football season, baby.
All right, shout out to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Still the easiest way to catch the games. Live every week without the hassle of jumping through a billion different subscription services as we are continuing our coverage of the Chargers Raiders Week 13 matchup, which honestly, guys, this game to me is a tale of caution. This game honestly has a whole lot more on the line than a lot of us realize. The Chargers, with the win after this game, keep their playoff hopes alive and well. But with a loss, you're probably dropping under 50%, probably closer into like the 30% range, which is super, super sketchy. And from what I saw in the first half, the Chargers, who started off really strong, obviously Justin Herbert, he hurts that non-throwing hand. That does have something to do with it. But man, dude, we got to pick it up. The coaching has become a pretty big problem in the second half of the game. Hopefully the Chargers are able to evaluate that and fix that before coming back out in the second half, because you can't continue making those mistakes, those small mistakes. Like, I'm going to say pretty big mistakes of like not taking the 3 points, going for it on fourth down unnecessarily. Justin Herbert does need to own the audible mistake and the interception. That is definitely on him, but my goodness, it is definitely frustrating to see the team start out the way they did and then just kind of lose that momentum completely before going into the second half. The play calling has definitely not been super great either. It's been tough out here. How are you guys feeling? What are some things that you guys... Dropping this thing. What are some things you guys think the Chargers need to improve on in the second half? Because to me, it's pretty simple. That run game was super strong in the first half. Find a way to get that back. Chargers felt like they were large and in charge when they were able to get Kamani Vidal moving. Get Keenan Allen involved. He's already got, what, like 3 receptions, 3 first downs. Just keep going back to what's working. And clean up the decision making too. So I'm thinking here. Give me a second here, one second here, guys. I'm looking for. Maybe a way to get you guys the score bug again. Nah, we'll do that next time. I'll at least get you guys the top thing here. Let's see if that works. That would be awesome. Hey, good to see you, Hugo. I saw your comment right before going into half, man. That is brutal. Don't know how much Herbert's going to be running with the football now that he's got that hand thing going on. You know what I mean? Here with the $5 holla. That's good old Chargers depression. Hopefully we don't see it too long in this game, man. Again, we're tied. It's 7-7. It's not like the end of the world or anything, but you want to see the first 15 minutes, maybe the first 7 minutes of what the Chargers were to make a return at some point. Because they really were moving and grooving in the first part of this game. Good old rival game. And that's also something to take into consideration. We know that division matchups are always tricky. Anything can happen. It's something I mentioned in some of our videos beforehand, too, that we have been the victims of any given Sunday a lot this year. And rival games, you multiply that because it just, there's things to take into account that are almost unpredictable. Being tied at 7, that's not something that's quite out of hand yet. So I'm not panicking in any way, shape, or form, but we need to see some better decisions by the coaching. For sure. The Geno pick, yeah. I figured we would get the Geno pick this week, too. Rector needs the halftime break here, too, dude. I think we are locked and loaded. I hope you and your family are doing well, man. That is a tough time for everybody, man. We are thinking about you. We need the apple. We got an apple. We'll see how far that takes us. Am I sick? No. I'm not sick anymore. I'm a little tired. Had a very, very late night. Very late night. Man, I was up until 6 in the morning this morning. I had some stuff to figure out. But no, I'm not sick. I'm not sick at the moment. Raiders are 2-9. Yeah. It's a division matchup. A lot of that stuff you throw out the window when it comes to division things, but it is what it is. So we're getting ready to kick off the second half here. The Chargers will get the football. And Davis is going to find a nice little pocket there. Gets past the 30. And again, like I was saying earlier, a very underrated player on this team, Davis. When he was gone for a stretch of games, we just had no return game whatsoever. Shout out to Hugo and his family. Hope you all are good. Big love to Hugo, man. The goated mod. It's definitely one of those moments that you think to yourself, what's important in life? You know what I mean? Big love to you, Hugo. We love you. First and 10. Justin Herbert, first play of the second half is going to go deep to the sideline, and it is incomplete, looking for Trey Harris. Second and 10. 3 Raiders in the area. It'll be second and 10 Chargers. We're looking for some momentum in the second half. Alan says protection hasn't been terrible, honestly. Yeah, it's been surprisingly solid. Surprisingly solid. Justin Herbert fires over the middle, finds Ladd McConkey trying to stay on his feet, picks up a solid 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3? They're going to say 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 coming up. Need more Ladd? Yeah, Ladd and Keenan are kind of some of my guys this week. Here comes the cut outside. It's Kamani Vidal. He's down the sideline, past the 30, the 20, the 10. Will he score? Yes, he will. Touchdown! Chargers! Kamani Vidal! Wow! A career-long run for Kamani Vidal. That had to have been a 50-yard touchdown! No way! Holy cow, what a cut by Vidal getting outside. Excellent blocking by number 68. I think that was Sawyer. And he'll take it to the house. 30's in the chat, dude. Oh, my goodness. What a play by the Chargers running back Kamani Vidal, who has been an awesome backup for this team while waiting for Omarion Hampton's return. Let's go! Keep running the football. 68s and 30s in the chat, man. Excellent block there thrown by 68. And then 30, obviously, taking it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Incredible block by Jamari Sawyer for sure, dude. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic, man. Yes, sir. The next man up mentality, man. We need it. We needed it. And honestly, Sawyer this week is working out pretty well. We're starting to see that version of him that was playing in relief of Slater a few years ago. And it's looking, he's looking pretty good, at least in this game. And this is a pretty decent defensive line of the Raiders, too. Gotta like the effort there, dude. 14-7, Chargers score within the first minute of play in the second half. You love to see it, man. Let's see some bolts in the chat, baby. Let's go. Big play by Kamani Vidal. Let's go, Kamani. That was awesome. Here comes Dicker kicking it off. It'll be into the end zone. Touchback Raiders. And here we go, defense, man. Really, really, really solid start, man. Really solid start for the Chargers in the second half. Drew sold it. Oh, Herbert's got experience with broken fingers. Let's go. The dude is tough as nails, man. See how he performs in the second half, too. What a play, too, man. Here comes the underneath work by Ashton Jeanty. Breaks the first tackle. Well out of bounds before the first down. Big tackle, too, by Cam Hart. It's going to be second down. Elliott with the $5 holla. Is it bad? I wanted them to not score running. I really wanted the passing touchdown. I just want to score, dude. I don't care how it gets done. I want the Raiders to get stomped out. 2nd and 3. I thought it was way sooner than that. 2nd and 3. See if the Chargers can get behind that line for a loss here. Come on, dude. Come on. Defense was a little shaky last drive. Let's see if they can clean it up. And so far, not too bad. Nice stop there. That looked like a Khalil Mack tackle. That was a Thule tackle. Thule Tuipulotu with the stop there. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Raiders. Elliott with the 5. I still want them to win. Just need the passing touchdown. I feel you. I got Herbert for 2 passing touchdowns as well, all over underdog. 3rd and 1. Can the Chargers get a stop here? Trips at the top of the screen. Ooh, I don't like that mismatch there. There's Geno looking. He's got tackled by the line. It's a sack. It's Thule Tuipulotu, who just had the nice stop on Ashton Jeanty. He follows it up with a huge sack on Geno Smith. Oh, 45's in the sack, baby. Let's go. Eric Black with the 48-month starting petition to hire Daboll as our new OC this offseason. Can we get Ortiz to spend some money this offseason? Absolutely. Brian Daboll to the bolts, please. Thank you. Let's go, Thule Tuipulotu. Huge sack. And it's a 4th and 9, baby. The Raiders are punting this thing away. It'll be brought in by Darius Davis inside the 20. Fan-freaking-tastic, dude. She's going to be inside the 15. It'll be at the 14-yard line. Let's go. Colorado Chargers fans, where are you at? You know, it's been a long time since I've asked this, man. Probably since last season. I think it's time we ask it again. Chargers fans all over the world. How many do we have right now in the chat? We got about 1,200 Chargers fans in the chat. Where do you hail from? Chargers fans, I know, stretch far beyond LA and San Diego. I myself am in Utah. Where are the Chargers fans in the chat hailing from this week? Elliot Garcia with the 5 says, let's go Bolt Gang or don't bang. Now let's go get the touchdown. Let's do it, dude. Eric Black with the 5. Also, if Brandon Staley reads this, we still hate you. Here we go, dude. We got Chargers fans in Arkansas, in Utah, in Las Vegas, in Iowa, Rick H-Town in Texas. We got Maya in Ohio. We got Kish in Boulder, Colorado. We got Miguel in Vegas. We got Aaron in Delaware, True Boy in Jersey. We got Jose in Mexico. We got Red in Atlanta. We got James in Kentucky. We got Jay in Buffalo. Denver in Arizona. We got Daddy in Florida. We got the Sean in Chicago. We got Alan in Michigan. I'm sure you guys were super stoked about Jim Harbaugh. We got Ryan in Florida. Arthur in the Philippines. John Payne in Virginia. Wowzers, dude. Thomas in San Diego. Action Dan in Tucson, Arizona. Mr. Black Ops in San Diego, in Japan. In Japan? Wowzers, dude. We got Chargers fans stemming from all around the world in this chat, dude. Virginia, Vermont, San Diego, Alaska. Manny. Elliot with the 5. Been a Chargers fan in Jersey since Breeze beat the Giants in 05. Saw my brother, a huge New York fan, cry. Big love, dude. Good old freaking times, man. Hey, Porter, Utah Charger fan for 45 years. What's going on, dude? South Jersey, welcome to the crew. Absolutely insane to see how far this fandom stretches all over the world, man. We are indeed a Bolt fam around the world. Justin Herbert trying to find some time is going to get sacked on 2nd and 5. It'll be 3rd and long coming up. Philadelphia, Washington State, National City, New Jersey, Philippines, Mexico. Y'all are awesome, man. Third and 8. Can Chargers get the conversion here? Justin Herbert, heavy blitz, has to get rid of it. Come on, Herb. He's going to go down. It's going to be 4th down. Chargers need to punt this thing away. Big Daddy Ruiz with the $5 holla. Big love, dude. Thank you so much. Chris from Berlin, Germany. Guten Tag. There's Max Crosby again with another sack. Island of Guam. Ooh. 4th and 10. Here comes the punt. Nice punt by J.K. Scott. It'll be fielded inside the 30, and it's going to be stopped inside the 30. Okay. Well, at least we got that going for us. 1st and 10 for the Raiders inside their 30-yard line. Tooley set a career high of 9 sacks on the season. I have a feeling he ain't done yet. We are looking at a double-digit sack season for Tooley this season. Thank you, Hugo. Oh, I like that stat, too. 38 sacks, just 3 away from last year's high. Let's go, dude. Chargers have indeed seen a huge uptick in production in terms of pressure this year. Archbold, Ohio for surface. Nice. Yeah, you guys are everywhere, man. Chargers fans everywhere. What I love, too, is that wearing, my Chargers gear out in the wild. Really breaks the ice with folks very quickly. Lately, yes, the channel helps, but more so just even before the channel, having that camaraderie right off the bat, especially not in LA or San Diego, is very fun, very special. Elliot with the 5. Where my military fam in Guam? Guam! Insanity, dude. Pep better not be on the team next year. Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to see a huge turnover on the offensive line next season. Although we as fans can hope that I certainly did not think that Bozeman would be back this year, dude. That was quite the shock for me to see him extended, made captain, etc., etc. I'm sitting here like, what Twilight Zone am I living in right now? But more than likely, you're going to see a pretty high turnover of offensive line next year. Ortiz doesn't like to spend money, apparently. We'll see if that's the case next year. He's got over 100 million bones to work with in free agency. And, you know, there's some guys. What's the name of that center out of, is it Connor McGovern? The center in Buffalo. There's some question marks around his return, affordability. Tyler Linderbaum, there's some question marks about right now too, man. Can you guys imagine? I think the chances that Baltimore lets him walk are very low, but could you freaking imagine if there's a way the Chargers could get their hands on not just an ex-Ravens player, which they love, but maybe one of their best players on their line? There's no way, right? I don't know. We'll see. First play for Janty's going to go for just a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and like 7 from the 33-yard line. Number one priority for Ortiz: protect Herbert and get defensive line. Yep, we got to build those trenches this year. That is everything that the Chargers should focus on. End of story in the offseason. Trench, trench, trench. 2nd and 7. It's Genty who's going to take a huge hit from Denzel Perryman. It'll be 3rd and like 6 now. Denzel Perryman still got it, dude, since his days in San Diego. We have 2 San Diego Chargers left on the roster. It's Denzel Perryman and Keenan Allen. What's up, dude? Third and 5. Gino under pressure. He's going to get sacked. It's Khalil Mack. And it is 4th down. Let's go, dude. Putting Khalil Mack at 1.5 sacks this game. That has been his average facing the Raiders over the last 9 games. This will have been his 10th game versus the Raiders. He averages 1.5 sacks per game. That's pretty crazy. We're going to hit the underdog with that one. Here comes the return by Darius Davis back at the 40-yard line. I love it when I'm just excited to see the defense play. Ooh, I see you too, dude. I want that Justin Herbert touchdown. I have a feeling if we get that Justin Herbert touchdown, that's going to be an easy $100 right there, dude. Actually, way more than that. Let's see. It'd be about $200 on the underdog, for me at least, if Herbert can get one more touchdown through the air. Come on, baby, let's do it. Khalil for life. Still waiting on the Herbert to get those 15 rushing yards, says Hugo. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how likely it is that he's going to take off with his hand in that way now. We'll see, though. I'm pushing for you. Max still has 0.5 sack. I think from underdog's perspective, it's at 1.5 sacks, which is definitely going to hell. There we go. Khalil Mack. Oh, it just changed to 0.5 sack right before my eyes. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. We'll have to keep a close eye on it. That's crazy, dude. That literally changed right as I put it on the screen. Robert's killing us on Underdog. Defense coming up clutch, yes, sir. Finally, too, because at the end of the first quarter, or the end of the first half, it was getting sketchy out there. Defense seems to kind of figured it out. Again, getting Geno Smith to pass the football is what's most important, and they've been doing a good job of it. Need a touchdown drive here, man? Yes, let's get it. 7.5 minutes in the third quarter. Chargers have a chance to take an even further lead here. Where are they starting? At the 40-yard line? Come on, baby. Let's go. It's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert. It'll be a play action. Herbert trying to escape. Oh, here comes the run. Get 15 for Hugo. Okay, he gets 4. It'll be a 2nd down. He picks up about 3. We're just chipping away. We're getting away with some holding. I think Scott Matlock all over Max Crosby. 2nd and 6. That was 4 yards for Hugo. Need 7 more. Come on, baby. Come on. Justin Herbert. It's a handoff, and probably a good decision there, too. That protection collapsed instantly. It's not going to gain any yards, but it'll give us a 3rd down. So we are currently at our own 45-yard line. Need 5 yards. Can the Chargers do it? Justin Herbert fires. Oh, nice zone. Let's go. Is that Keenan? No, it's Trey Harris. That looked like a Keenan Allen route right there, man. Whoo! 9's in the chat for Trey Harris. What a freaking move there, dude. Great read by Justin Herbert. Hits that window between 2 defenders, and Trey Harris holds on for the 1st down. Chargers. Let's go. Chargers now at the 39-yard line. Field goal range puts us up 2 possessions. Here comes a handoff. It's Kamani for 2 yards. And it is 2nd and 7. Supercharged 007. The James Bondage.
2nd round defensive line, 3rd RD center. Not the most attractive set of picks, but it's time we start getting big in the trenches.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I would almost switch those. I would maybe, let's see what the talent looks like and where the Chargers are picking. 1st round defensive line, probably where I would go. We'll see what it all depends on where you're picking and what the talent looks like, right? But you could flip those. We could switch those. Guard, defensive line, 3rd round center. Here comes, a nice big run by the Chargers. Another big one. This time it's Patterson. 1st and goal. It should look like maybe 1st and 10, right? Where are we? At the 15? I thought we were at the 5 for a second there. Nice big run, 22 yards for Jarrett Patterson, who put the Chargers now at the 15-yard line of the Raiders. Let's go! We'll read that one more time because I love it. Supercharged says 1st round guard, 2nd round defensive line, 3rd round center. Not the most attractive set of picks, but we starting to get big in the trenches. Yeah, we really, really do. And I would be so happy with that if that were to be the result. Big time. Let's go. 1st and 10. It's another nice carry by Patterson. Picks up 3 or 4. It'll be 2nd down. Let's go. Scott in for the year, man. 12 months says go Bolts. 12 months, man. Happy anniversary. Fantastic. 1 year. I can't believe it, man. Every time I see those badges, I remember putting them together for the first time, designing them, designing the color and all this, thinking, man, no one's ever going to hit that red one. And then we see them all the time, which is nuts. Here's the carry by Vidal. Picks up a couple. Still fighting. Man, he's going to be a yard short of the 1st down, man. What an effort by Kamani Vidal. It'll be 3rd and maybe a yard and a half at the 7-yard line. What do you guys think? Run it again? You got to run it again, right? 51 months kicking it with the Bolt fam. It's red, dude. See, I can't even imagine. I can't, like, that is insane to me. Close to 160 yards on the ground. Let's go, Vidal. 3rd and 2. McConkey in motion. Herbert's going to throw. Herbert's looking. He wants to run for Hugo. No, he's going to throw for Hugo. He's going to get a touchdown for Hugo. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey. Let's go. It's lightning lad and the Chargers take a 2-possession lead. That's like $200 right there, dude. Let's go. Underdog. Are you kidding me? Type 1 in the chat if you just ate on Underdog with that second Justin Herbert touchdown, dude. Woo! 15's in the chat for the Bolt fam. Holy cow. Lad McConkey, 15s and 10s in the chat for your Chargers. Big touchdown and big score now, 21-7 for the Bolts. Let's go. I see you guys in the chat. Y'all are eating on Underdog. Let's go. Elliot with the $5 holla. Do you think the Chargers should have played or paid Samuel since he knows the team? I think would have helped with blitzing. It was all because of the injury, man. I think that there's a reason why that he didn't get signed right away. I think up until recently with the Steelers, right? Which it is what it is, right? Hopefully he comes back and he's doing better than ever in terms of playing football. Action Dan is back. 10 gifted memberships. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Thank you so much, dude. We've got a whole heap of new Bolt fam to bring into the fold, dude. Welcome to the membership, the highly coveted membership section. I'll show off some of the fun emotes you guys have in store now. We got the Stay Frosties. We got the H-Bombs, the Kyoras. Oh, my goodness. Action Dan back at it again in the Christmas spirit. If your name is Skeleton K2C, if it's JB, Elliot Garcia, Super Says, IMX3, Jexy, Lord Farquad, L. Woodster, Marie Sophie, Eric James, Mick Hampme, give your guy Action Dan as firm pat on the back. Thank you, good sir, for the membership. Welcome to the fold. I really appreciate it, Action Dan. 10 gifted memberships. The legend is back. Oh, thank you so much, man. IMX is hyped. Thank you, man. Class act in the chat, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. 10 gifted memberships. That is why Dan remains the man in the chat. Creative King with the $5 holla was looking at the membership badges. You definitely should make
at least one for the 2-year badge be navy instead of red for the Superchargers. Ooh, that's a good idea, man. That's a good idea. I'm thinking about it. Maybe we should add like a super. I'm going to think about it. Maybe I'll rearrange some of them too. We'll see. I got to sit and think about it. Because I had never imagined anyone would get past a year, and here we are. People sitting for what now, 3-4 years almost? It's insane. 5 years, right? Because, yeah, we started, I think, officially for the Chargers in 2020. Because I remember covering Justin Herbert's draft. That's insane, dude. Barry Oinkman with the $10 holla. Not like us, baby. Not like us. Not like us. I appreciate that, man. GG's. Timothy, welcome to the crew. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. I'm going to take a look at those badges, too, as I fix the score bug before the next game. Family, trust, respect, Apple power. The power of the Apple remains. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Here come the Chargers now on defense. Can we get at Geno Smith again? Here comes the fake handoff. Ooh, lots of pressure. Geno has to throw this thing away. And it's going to be Ashton Jeanty who picks it up and gains maybe half a yard. It's going to be second down. You may call me Isaac Director. I'll try and remember that. I'll try and remember that. Our pressure numbers are nice today. Oh, yeah. Who remembers when the director wanted Simmons? Hey, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the fumbles and bumbles. We only talk about the elites. 2nd and 9. It's another pass off to Jeanty, who breaks a tackle. Jeanty, nice moves. It'll still be short of the first down. 3rd and short coming up. Garrett Tart shaking up a little bit. He looks okay. Come on. We need you out there, dude. What he's talking about, chat, was Justin Simmons, okay? Director was all about that Justin Simmons action when free agency was poking its head around, and why not have an extra safety out there with the oomph that you needed, Derwin James? That's what we're talking about, right? Nothing less, nothing more, nothing embarrassing and career-ending. Timeout by the Chargers. Creative came with the $5 holla. The badges currently go up to 2 years. Oh, that's right, 2 years. 2-year badges, Red. Whatever you decide the last badge you should offer needs to be the Navy Superchargers. I think you guys like that idea, huh? Navies for the Chargers. I like it. I definitely like it. Get some navies in there for sure. Here's the 3rd and 1. Incomplete. It was Geno Smith looking for Jack Bech, and it's going to be 4th and 1. You got to imagine that maybe they're thinking about going for it on 4th down here. You got to think that maybe they're thinking about going for it here. 4th and 1. Pete Carroll's looking down, trying to decide if they want to risk it. It looks like he's going to keep his offense out there. Oh, can the Chargers get a stop here? It's Justin Simmons. Yeah, it's Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons. This could be the play of the game if the Chargers can get the stop. Ashton Jeanty with his signature murder stance. Can the Chargers get the stop? And yes, they can! Turnover on downs! It's Tuli Tuipulotu! Let's go! Chargers get the football at the 43-yard line. 45's in the chat, baby. Let's go! Oh, dude. It was Tuli who made the initial contact, and Tarheeb still able to stop that momentum from the first down. 45s and 29s in the chat, baby. Let's go!
Let's get those yards for Hugo now real quick. Let's freaking go. Nicole with the $5 Hollow. Raiders OC looks like he's about to yell. Justin Herbert got a touchdown pass. Oh my goodness, Nicole. You have no idea how much me and my wife make this joke in our regular day conversations, because now I got to say it the correct way. Justin Herbert got a touchdown pass in the cave with a box of scraps. That's insanely funny, Nicole. $5 holla. And a joke that needs to remain alive for the rest of my days. That's funny. That's absolutely hysterical. Potato Chip with the 5.45. Pay that man. Pay that man. That's a great comment. Great comment. 2nd and 11 for the Chargers. Dave with the $2 holla. Hate being a bipolar Chargers fan. Here come the Chargers. It's handoff to Kamani Vidal. Nice hole. Picks up about 6. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. How is it still the third quarter? I don't know, man. We're going to get closed out in the third quarter now with that run. It'll be 3rd and 5 when they come back. And the Chargers will have the ball at the 38-yard line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dude, I got to go check Underdog real quick. You guys want to come with me? Come with me to the Underdog? Let's see. So you guys can't see at the very bottom here. Let's see. Where's the bottom of the screen for you guys? Okay, so at the very bottom here is his 3 picks. Curry, Herbert, and Smith. So that one was worth $40. Not too bad. We hit on that one. You know, Smith still needs to be lower on this one, though. But I think we're looking pretty good. Less than 250 total yards. I think we're going to hit on that one. That one's worth a hundy. Khalil Mack. I mean, this one should hit. That's another 50 right there. Looking pretty good. This one's not going to hit. And then we got some other ones for the rest of it that still could hit. I mean, Khalil Shakir, what happened? Did he get hurt? If that's the case, this one will get refunded. But that's crazy that he hasn't gotten a reception. This one's still alive. This one should be dead too. But, I mean, not a bad day, by all means. Not a bad day on Underdog. Feel pretty good about that one. Yeah, that Justin Herbert touchdown worth nearly $200 for me on Underdog. I don't know about you guys. Smoke a victory rocket. Ooh, Mrs. Director has some, got a carne asada quesadilla warmed up and ready to go for Director when we're all done here. Ooh, I'm hungry. Hey, we don't have enough for a burger. Let's get that burger for Hugo. California expensive. Yeah, dude, you got to tell me. There are parts of California beautiful, beautiful. Would love to live there, right? For the most part, though, I'm definitely a Utah guy. I like this morning. It was my kid wakes me up, and he's so excited because we got our first snow of the year. I'm a snow guy. I'm a mountain guy. You know what I mean? Ocean's cool. Mountain guy. Charger fan, $5 haul. It's been hard to watch the game since I moved to Alabama. Thank you for the direct. Oh, dude. Where in Alabama are you from, if you don't mind saying? I only ask because my family, or my wife's family, is out in Selma and Mobile. Ooh, McConkey, nice snag out of the air. I wonder if he was in bounds. They're going to say he was out of bounds. 4th and 6. Still, regardless, a great catch by Ladd McConkey. Justin Herbert, nice throw on the run. And they're going to send out, oh yeah, he was well out of bounds. They're going to send out Cameron Dicker now, though. Try and make this a 24-7 game here in the 4th quarter. Love Utah so much. Yeah, Utah's beautiful, man. Mobile, hey, yeah, we got some family out there. I was just out there this time last year. Cameron Dicker's kick is up and absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. 11's in the chat for our guy Cameron Dicker. That takes us up 24-7. Beautiful. My Mammoth fan too, in the making. I don't know much about hockey. I'm trying to learn so I can get excited about it. Let's go. Straight offsides. Ooh. Food always tastes better after victory win. Yes, it does. Mammoth fan someday. BYU fan now. I'll say that. Can't believe I'm even. You're considering moving to Colorado. Have family out there. It's cheaper. Don't want to run into Broncos fans. You know, I will say that they can be annoying, but they're not nearly as bad as Raiders fans, which you guys have way more of in California. Chiefs fans I don't run into very often. I know maybe like 5 of them out here. I know a whole lot of Broncos fans, and yeah, they are very annoying, but they're not like Raiders. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Every time I'm in California or anywhere, in Vegas, I go to Vegas a lot too. Love Vegas. Raiders fans are just a new breed of trash. That's all I'm saying. They are the kind of human beings that I try to distance myself from. Broncos fans are annoying, but the same way, like, you know, everyone, we just had Thanksgiving, right? Type 1 in the chat if you got that one cousin, that one uncle that shows up that maybe, you know, lives the lean back life of just, they smoke a lot, you know, they have opinions. They're very annoying and persistent of their opinions being pushed on you, but it doesn't escalate a lot of the times. It's just, come on, shut up. We're watching The Grinch as a family, and you're trying to push this crap. You know what I mean? That's the kind of fans I normally run into with the Broncos. Raiders is a whole mess when things go sour. And I have been in some fights with some Broncos fans, I mind you, but I've been in way more with Raiders fans. Shakir got a reception. Okay, so he's playing. First catch, insanity. They got to be in the 4th now, right? Minutes in the 3rd, crazy. Hockey Match Live is hyped. Yeah, that's why. I'm trying to get to know it, so I know. I get excited when I get to go. Black Friday shopping. Dude, I'm so happy to leave that in the past. That's when I would get all my Christmas shopping done, and it was a madhouse, and I'd be missing, like, parts of Thanksgiving with my family. I'm so glad they started doing most of it online. Because, yes, got all my Christmas shopping done, didn't even break a sweat, didn't have to leave the house, got to spend time with the family and watch movies and all that. Good freaking time. Taylor with the 5 found the channel Chargers check-in channel for a good breakdown on O-line in the draft. Nice. I'll keep that in mind. I really, really love draft season, dude. I'm not that draft mind that like goes crazy, but I lean on all the right sources, I feel. I found an awesome account on Twitter, Bolt Draft Bolt Talk. Dude, I'll next time I see his account show up on my my feed, I'll push him on you guys again. He's a great inside like mind of draft needs for the Chargers. I got a bunch of like bookmarks and stuff that I hit every year, and it helps me kind of get a lay of the land, and then I start attaching, you know, who I want in my mind, and lately it's been happening, which has been really fun. Geno Smith looking, batted down at the line. Nice play. Was that Tierre Tart? Dude, Tierre has been awesome. He's going to hit everyone with the 6-7. Adults slowly destroying the lore and the fun for all the kids. We need Steelers to win so we can stay 6. Jaguars are now number 1 in the AFC South. We don't need to have any. We don't have any wins against them or the Colts. Yep. Check out the guard from Penn State. Okay, cool. Here comes a Thornton pass. And, ooh, big tackle by Elijah Molden. I think it's still a first down for the Raiders, though. Director, I'm visiting Utah, and remember you mentioning that you own a food truck a while back. Yeah, we actually had to put her down. Old Bessie. got a messed up leg, and we had to put her down, unfortunately. We'd like to try it if it's still up and running. Yeah, we decided to retire it a year, 2 years ago. My wife found another very lucrative opportunity. It was her food truck. But there's a lot of good eats out here, man, depending on where you're going. Geno Smith on the run, fires middle of the field. It's complete to number 80 as the Raiders cross midfield. If you're in Salt Lake, Street Market Grill's really good. But if you're coming in from California, you probably already have great fish. Go to Pat's Barbecue. Pat's Barbecue. You will not regret that one. Remember that one. If you're heading up closer to like Provo area, BYU town, that one I'll have to think about. Geno Smith looking, fires sideline. I don't know if he got both feet in. They're going to say he did. Okay, so Geno completes another pass here. Outside the 35. All the places I like are like, what the locals eat. We got a place called Tommy's Burgers in Provo that's fan-freaking-tastic. Geno Smith over the middle finds his running back, Ashton Jeanty, for 5. Ellie Garcia with the 5. You took it around back, put her down. I played against the Broncos and always winning Madden. Yes, sir. Yeah, food trucks are really good out here, too. Got a place called Mo Betta's that's awesome. It's a chain. I don't know if you guys have it. Tommy Burger with chili. Yes! Tommy Burger, so good, dude. Second and 5. Ooh, Jeanty completely destroyed in the backfield. Justin Aboigbe just broke in there, man. Disgusting. Astro Burger's good, yeah. Scone Cutters, I haven't had that in years. Are they still out here? I think they closed down because my mom used to love that place. Love that place. Does Utah have good barbecue? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good barbecue in Utah. Not as good as the South. The South has by far and away the best barbecue I've ever had. Alabama. But Utah's got some real good barbecue, too. 3rd and 6. It's over the middle. Nice route by number 17. That's Lockett. Picks up the first down. 1st and 10. So the Raiders are driving. They're now at the 22-yard line of the Chargers. Chargers still up 24-7 with 11:49 left in the game. Silver Fork Lodge and Big Cottonwood Canyon. Yeah, I've heard good things. I've not been, but I've heard really good things. Big Cottonwood Canyon, Park City, that kind of, those areas, very, very good food. 1st and 10. Ashton Jeanty makes one man miss on the reception. Still picks up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. A lot of Chargers fans in Utah, I've noticed. Lately, it's been growing. I'm not going to lie. I have been seeing, I've been here a long time, and I spent, again, origin story, a lot of time in California as well, which is why I'm a Chargers fan, San Diego in particular. But there has not been a large presence of them in Utah up until maybe the last 5 years or so. And the last 5 years or so, I've seen a number. It's still a small number, but it's a growing number. Dak Besh is going to get hit for a first down. Raiders now in the red zone of the Chargers. IMX $2. Thank you, Director. Action Dan. Let's go. Bolt up. Big love, dude. Bolt up. Thanks again to Action Dan. Bringing him into the fold here. What was your name again? Isaac, right? Tom with the 5. Got tickets for week 16 in Dallas. Going to be my first game seeing the Chargers play in person. No way! Have so much fun, dude. That's going to be a fun game. That's going to be one of those games where you got a crappy defense in front of you, which is great for Justin Herbert, and a high-powered offense of Dak Prescott. You're going to have to keep up. That seems like the game of the year for me in terms of, fun. Tucker's going to catch a pass for about 8 yards. The Raiders are really close to scoring here. See if the Chargers can hold them out. Mad Merc, you can try that nowadays. I don't know how it's going to fly. Playoff party in Utah. Yeah, Mrs. Director's trying to open up Die Hard Bolt Club in Utah. I've been talking to Gooch and these guys. Nice play, Khalil Mack, tackle behind the line, Ashton Genty. We've been talking to Gooch and some of the guys in charge of the Die Hard Bolt Club. And if we do some Utah stuff, I'll definitely be in attendance for some of that stuff. You know what I mean? You go, yeah. 5 wives is a lot of responsibility, too. Although I think we also have a liquor that's called 5 Wives out here, which is funny that you mentioned. Geno Smith, sideline. That's a touchdown. Brock Bowers. That is an impressive touchdown, too. Snagged it out of the air. And the Raiders are going to close the gap 14-24 now. The chart, did we really do that? Before the ball was snapped, Jim Harbaugh called a timeout, and they're going to grant it to us. Get Derwin James on Brock Bowers right now. Touchdown is off the board. You have got to be pissed. Oh my goodness, Jim Harbaugh with the timeout of the year. Here comes the pass over the middle. This time incomplete. And yes, they put Derwin on Brock Bowers. Oh, but there's a flag. It's PI. They got a little overzealous on making sure Brock Bowers doesn't get that touchdown, and we got a PI out here. What's your deal? Oh! Geno Smith just got rocked! He went flying 5 feet backwards like he got hit by the 300 guy. This is Sparta! What happened? I looked up and he was flying backwards. He tripped. How do you get that kind of air on a trip? Who gets credited for the sack there? Deion Henley. 2nd and goal. Is Geno Smith trying to hit the end zone? Is that a touchdown? Dude, Brock Bowers just caught the most ridiculous touchdown I've ever seen in my whole freaking life. No freaking way. That is an insane catch. That's one of the most insane catches you're going to see all year. Brock Bowers scooped that thing off the floor and brought it in for a tutty. I got to see that again. No freaking way, dude. That is one of the most incredible catches I've ever seen in my whole life. Oh my goodness. That is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. Wow. Brock Bowers continues to be one of the freaks in the league, dude. The Raiders are going to close that gap finally 14-24 with 7.5 minutes left in this game. But, man, you got to give credit where credit's due. That is absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. What a catch by Brock Bowers. Yeah, that was sick. That was cool. I'm trying not to give like too much, to the Raiders, but that was unbelievable. That was awesome. Keep Derwin on him. Yeah. Was that Cam Hart again? Yeah, crazy. Hey, type 1 in the chat, dude. It's been a while since I've seen you guys, and like a new phase of my life just started, and I haven't been able to talk to anybody about it yet. Type 1 in the chat if you are familiar with and participate even. No, Enrique, you can't type 1 yet. I haven't told you what it is. I haven't given you the terms. Type 1, but I like it. The blind loyalty. Everybody, I like it. Type 1 in the chat if y'all have been playing this new sensation called Arc Raiders. I have it on PlayStation. I've been playing with my buddies on Xbox. Bro, that game has been so much freaking fun. It is not the kind of game I normally play. It is not the kind of... There's my brother. That's why I was laughing, because my brother Korlak, he just texted me about, bro, the shields, they're working this way. And this is definitely not the kind of game that he normally plays either. But we are all obsessed with it, dude. That game is so much freaking fun. And me and my brother, we're coming in from Apex Legends, so it's very different than what we normally play. I also play a lot of Helldivers, which I guess it's a little closer to that too. But man, has that been so much fun, dude. Giving me Helldivers vibes with how well received it's been. Yeah, I would say it's in the same. It's from the same cloth, right? Cut from the same cloth. Very, very fun. I've enjoyed the heck out of it. It's one of those where I'm like, yeah, just like Helldivers. I played it for the first time and I was like, man, I'm gonna be obsessed with this. It has been a good freaking time. It's very cinematic, very funny too. Games lately have reminded me of how games were when I was growing up, where it was less about the microtransactions and the sweat, and just more about the pure fun of it. Helldivers and Arc Raiders, those are two of the best games I've played in a long time. It's a lot of fun. Arc Raiders is the name of the new game that we've been playing. And if you haven't played Helldivers either, that's also one of the best games to come out in years. And a gamer like you were maybe 5 or 6 years ago? Yeah, I will always be a gamer, dude. I do other stuff too, right? I've become quite the avid, and if you're watching this, Kyle from Bolt Bros, because we got to go. I know you're the first one to kind of put me on it. I've become quite the avid golfer, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm not going to lie. It was a hidden talent I didn't know I had. My wife took me for my birthday this last year, and man, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and I've gone at least a couple dozen times since then. It's been a lot of fun. Chargers will pick up about 5 yards, and a Vidal run up the middle now at the 36-yard line. Jurassic World Evolution 3. I have 2. I still haven't played it. Golfing is mad fun, director. Yeah, dude, I had a lot of fun golfing lately. And it's so picturesque and beautiful out here, too. I've enjoyed it so much. Chase, how's your sister? He's bringing in Kristen with the membership. Thank you so much. Vidal's going to get stuffed on the next run. It's going to put us at a 3rd and long here. Chase, thank you so much, man. Good to see you. I appreciate that, my guy. Got yourself a birdie last week. Okay, I shouldn't say I play golf, because I don't play golf. I love golf. I don't play golf. I play Top Golf. I know, right? Some golfers out there are probably like, God, director, you're better than this. I don't care, dude. I freaking love Top Golf. I have gone so many times since this May, and it has been so much fun. 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert avoids pressure, throws on the run, hits his guy, Lad McConkey, first down. Lightning Lad does it again. Oh, that is a lot of fun, dude. What a freaking move by Justin Herbert, avoiding pressure, keeping the drive alive, and now the Chargers able to work some more clock. Able to get it under 6 minutes to play. Let's go! What is a membership? It's just a way to support the channel. You get some emotes and stuff. It's fun. Tells Austin won some patches on their stream like a week ago. Hey, let's go, the Bolt Bros. Shout out Bolt Bros. Here's Kamani Vidal on first down. Ooh, nice cut outside. Picks up like 6 yards. It looks like a loss, and instead it's a 2nd and medium. 2nd and 3. What a play. 15 I have is all yellow jersey. Hey, I'm going to say this. I don't hate the all yellow jersey. The uniforms maybe were not my favorite. They were fun maybe once, but this is what the Chargers should be from now on. The powder blues is the main, and the navies is the alternate. And I want 3 to 4 games a year on the navies. And the rest of them to still be powder blues. I see a lot of people saying these should be our main jerseys, our primaries. That would be fine, but I really like the powder blues still. I think the Chargers should remain the powder blues forever. Kamani Vidal's going to get caught by Crosby. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up. Navy as the man. Yeah, and again, I wouldn't hate it, but I mean, for the longest time, I wanted the powder blues to be the primaries. And then we finally got them, and I think they've been the sickest jerseys in all of football. I think that should remain as the primary jerseys, and these should be the secondary. You really like the yellows? Yeah, and they were fine. But, I mean, these got to be the 2 going forward. Like, they got to be the 2. 3rd and 4. Oh, what a play by Justin Herbert to Q. Let's go. First down, and Herbert wants a flag. And Herbert's going to hit him with one of these. Yeah! Let's go! Woo! Johnston, what a catch. And Crosby is spitting off in the direction of Justin Herbert. Yeah, way to get him fired up. Back to the 2s. It's time for Mr. Director to warm up that carne asada. Oh, that has got to be, yeah, absolutely. Unsportsmanlike conduct. And we're getting 15 yards on top of that. Yeah, Mad Max is big mad now, dude. Look at that face. Eat a dick. Max Crosby can be a funny guy, but man, that was not cool. What a butthurt little boy. Do not push my quarterback, you pizza. POS. We had to turn up the filter a little bit. I did not like that one bit, dude. That pissed me off. You do not do that to my quarterback. Piece of crap. Sorry. That one I did not appreciate one bit. That made me mad. The Chargers coaching literally had to make a line to stop our players from going out there and kicking his butt. That one pissed me off. That one was dirty. I did not like that one bit. Here's Patterson with the carry. It'll be 2nd and long coming up. Also because they suck. Yeah. Crosby a big hater. Yeah, that was uncalled for. EAD. FTREAD. Family, trust, respect, energy, admiration, determination. Yeah, let's run up the score now, dude. Let's do it. Where's Bozeman when you need him? Hey, Bozeman, you're good for one thing, man. Where were you on that hit? Yeah, Crosby was about to see the whole Chargers sideline in a second. Little does he know, Jim Harbaugh just saved his life. Sorry, I am what they call a Boy Scout, and I do not cuss very often. I will among my friends and my wife and that when I'm comfortable and there's no kids around, but my mama raised me right, and when I started this channel I was very determined to bring that same, I don't know, standard to my content. Every once in a while though, it does not fly with me. That one got me. Tillery hit the whole Charger sideline, was all over him, rightfully so. Yeah, I remember that. I remember. I remember plenty on Phillip Rivers too. That is not PG, director. Herbert was in his ear looking like Phil. Yeah, dude, I love that he hit him with one of these. I love that he did that, dude. He's like, yeah, you do what you do, man. That's first down. We're kicking your butt. Oh, I hope he was mic'd up for that one. I'm guessing about 50 fights broke out in the stands after that play. Yeah, dude. That would make me look at the nearest Raiders fan. 2nd and 9, Kamani. What a run by Vidal. 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and short. Legit 3 more passes from like $700. Wait, for Justin Herbert? Pass it! Pass it for Herb! Oh, dude, they're re-showing it again, dude. It made me even more mad seeing the replay, dude. Did Trey Harris just run the football and pick up the first down? 12 of 17 on 3rd down. Oh, you need QJ Ladd and McConkey. Okay. Come on. We need 3 hundies. We need 3 hundies for Elliott. I'm hitting that Herbie sell on the Raiders fans at work. Do it. Harbaugh's fired up, man. You always forget about the Harbaugh and Pete Carroll rivalry until it happens, right? I want to hear him say it. What's your deal? What jersey number you wearing? I'm wearing my own number today. That 01. Oh, yeah. 1st and 10. Another handoff. I think that was Patterson. And that final timeout going to be taken by the Raiders. Almost forgot about the rivalry. Yeah, dude. What's your deal? McConomus with the 5. I need McConkey so bad, bro. Ooh. Oh, I don't know, dudes. We're in run it mode. You might get 1 or 2 more passes if you were looking for first downs, but that's about it. 1 more touchdown pass for Ladd, please. That would be nice. Chargers are hoping to improve their record to 8-4. That would be fantastic because I think more importantly, need the momentum leading into next week versus the Eagles.
Hate to say it, but Roman is Harbath's guy and here to stay, and we 8-4, baby. He's doing my just fine. Lord.
BC! As Patterson's going to run up the left side. First down, Chargers. BC with the $100 holla. Woo! Dude. That's a lot of carne asada, BC. Oh, baby. Give our guy BC some love in the chat. Hit that like button, man. That is insane. Roman is Harbaugh's guy in here to stay 8-4. Hopefully he just learns, dude. I'm still going to be pushing for day bolts for what it's worth. But my goodness, 8-4, man. That does feel good as Patterson's going to take it inside the 2. Dude, give some love to BC in the chat, man. $100 holla. Are you kidding me? Merry friggin' Christmas, man. Oh, thank you, dude. $100 freaking holla, man. Absolute insanity. Suck on that, Crosby. I don't know why I said that. Thank you so much, man. Carne asada, thanks. Merry freaking Christmas. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that, man. That is awesome. Long-time supporter of the channel, man. I so appreciate that. Absolutely insane. What a beast. What a legend. The man, the myth, the legend. Big love, Calvin. Thank you, man. Oh, we needed this, dude. Who else needed this, man? Yes, the $100 is amazing. Thank you, BC. But who else also needed a freaking Chargers win? This has been the longest 2 weeks ever. Right? That loss against the Jags, nauseating. We had to sit in that dirty bathwater for 2 weeks. Oh, God. We needed this so bad, dude. That bye week right in the middle of, Thanksgiving and everything, bumming me out. Really needed this win, man. Let's go. Oh, the chat wants to see another touchdown. I wouldn't be mad about that. More super chats coming in, man. BC, thank you so much, man. Insanities. Potato Chip with the 5. Don't forget, we get Hampton back next week, boys. Ooh. That's my boy, too, dude. I was so disappointed I did not get to see him play in the Vikings game. I was so pumped. Of course, Fidel made up for it. That was fun. But Hampton's been my guy, man. He's been my guy since pre-draft. He's been my guy since... When we got him in the first round, I lost my crap, man. So excited to see him back. We get him for the final month stretch of football. Creative King with the $5 holla. Hope we get the crappy Eagles because we might have a chance to get the upset, especially with Hampton back next week. Also, gatekeeping Kansas City out of the playoffs right now, too. Please. Please! You know how crazy that is, too? The Eagles, maybe without their right tackle, Lane Johnson. Chargers are heating up once again in terms of pass rush. They've been letting up a ton of running yards, too, man. It was, who did they play just recently? Kick their trash? Kick their teeth in, too, actually. Hang on. I just remember their rushing yards were pretty great. Patterson takes the carry, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. The Bolts put the final touches on it. They're going to go up 31-14. It was the Bears, yes. Oh, my goodness, dude. We needed this kind of trash kicking, man. We need to put them teeth on the curb. I hope this is the game that Crosby says, nope, I'm done with the Raiders. Bye-bye. I'll see you in Cleveland. Well, let's not do that. Let's put him somewhere in the NFC. Where can we ship him off in the NFC where no one will ever hear from him again and we can all breathe a little easier? Get him out of here. Hey, it's a 10 freaking more membership drop bomb by Action Dan, dude. Yo! Dude, give Action Dan some love in the chat, man. 10 more freaking gifted memberships. Are you kidding me? We got some new members to enter into the fold, man. If your name is Skeptic Sinister, man, what a name. If your name is John Lopez, Taylor 49.99.99.99.99, DM Designs, Jeremiah Clark, Steven Tyrone, Fresh Prince, Chris McPherson, Scott TV Fly, Austin Kramer. Welcome to the crew, and thank you so much to Action Dan for bringing him into the fold, man. Give him a pat on the back. Give him a huge thank you in the chat. Thank you so much, man. Another epic drop of gifted subs, and the Bolt fam continues to grow in the crew, man. That is so awesome. Thank you, Action Dan! Big love to our guy in the chat, dude. We got insane with the $5 holo. So glad we didn't trade for running back. Someone's always stepping up. Go Bolts. Go Bolts, baby. Come on, he's been doing so great, dude. And then here's Patterson with a touchdown as well. Fantastic. James with the 4 months. Bolt up, baby. Bolt up, dude. Oh, yes. Needed. So bad. That picked me up from the Bolts, dude. I was starting to get depressed over here. We needed that so bad. Here come the Raiders. It's Geno Smith. He's panicking. He's going to get sacked by Bud Dupree. Let's go. Bud Dupree gets in there, and it's another sack for the Chargers. And the Bolts defense continues to feast. How sweet was that Chiefs loss on Thanksgiving? Oh, so beautiful, dude. We were eating good. It's going to be an over-the-middle pass. It's Ashton Genty. He's going to get walloped right away. It's Deion Hanley. 6 sacks this game is just so great. Nice score prediction, huh? Hey, you got to love it. You got to love it. I think mine was 26-13, right? Were some of you guys right on the money, 14-31? That would be insane. Geno Smith has to pass on the run. It's going to be 4th and 13. You got to imagine that they're done. They're going to kneel it. They're going to get out of here. Let's go. Oh, man. Dude, I could already taste that carne asada. Mrs. Director, are you watching? Oh, I got to go do a show on Bleacher Report right after this, but as soon as that's wrapping up, let's get that warmed up. I'm so excited. Victory dinner, it hits different. And we haven't had one in many weeks now. We need it. Here comes the run up the middle. Is that Mostert? Yes, it is, and that's going to do it. Turnover on downs. Justin Herbert, victory formation, and we are out of here. That is a beautiful thing. Bolting up like crazy. Let's go, dude. Division title could still happen for us. We on to the Broncos. Yeah! Broncos are for real. We got to be ready for them. But my goodness, I have a good chance. We still do have an opportunity to catch them. And they're playing some pretty tough games up and coming, no? Jeremiah sent 5 to the director. Hey, we got some more gifted memberships coming in. Revenge Show 2. Finesse World. We got Andrew. We got KZZ and Morthenian. Welcome back to the crew. VR guy Jermaine. Thank you so much, Jermaine. Give him a pat on the back. And thank you, good sir. 5 gifted memberships coming in from Jermaine. Thank you so much, man. M Red with the $2 holla. I had no doubts. Director had the apple. All hail the magic conch. We did it, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye-bye, Crosby. I like this thing that Tarheeb still does. Feels so disrespectful. Elliot with the 5. Is Gino that bad, or is this his O-line? Yep, I kind of feel bad. At the same time, he wanted to get the bag, so I don't know. Yep, that's how it goes. I cannot believe the Raiders extended him, too, man. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Oh, what a day, dude. Well, we got the Eagles next week. Marin Hampton being back. That could be pretty huge, dude. Chargers now a zesty 8-4. We put away the Raiders the way that we're supposed to. Here comes the cartwheel. No, you guys don't want to see that. There'd be a mess in here. There'd be so many broken items. That's a legitimate signed LaDainian Tomlinson helmet, LaDainian Tomlinson jersey, a signed Antonio Gates helmet. We got Star Wars memorabilia. We have legitimate film awards. Let's go break them real quick. Bosa with a monster sack and fumble. Oh my God, it's Joey Bosa on the Bills. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I got to run over to Bleacher Report. We are going to run it with our post-game reaction show over there. If you guys don't know what it is, Bleacher Report, one of the best sports coverage apps on the internet. If you're wondering how to catch it, go download it from your App Store or Google Store and look for me in the Chargers section. We're going to be live there in just a few minutes. I've been using them since I was in high school, man. So stoked to finally, or I should say, so stoked they reached out to me to collaborate. It came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, yeah, for sure. We're going to be doing that for a while. If you guys want to come catch my post-game reaction show, we're going to move over to Bleacher Report here in just a second. Go enjoy yourselves, Chargers fans. We needed this win. Soak it in. Enjoy it. It's been a long, many weeks of no Chargers fun, and it came back with a bang. Guys, we'll catch you guys in the next one. We'll see you over at Bleacher Report as well here in just a second. As always, bolt up, stay frosty, and let's warm up that carne asada. Yum! Suck on that, Matt Crosby.